What kind of save file is Food Venture?
It's stupid. That's the whole point. And besides, my viewers don't get to see it because I edit out. I'm like a...
You know, the problem is that sounds a lot like Foolish Venture. You just have to add a few more letters and take one out.
Well, Foog also sounds like the F word, so, I mean, it doesn't change much overall.
No, you don't hear anyone say Foog you.
Are you kidding me? I heard that tons in college. Dude, that was one
By the way, what in the world is your character wearing? Is that a Hawaiian shirt?
No, it's actually just a really pixelated, like, green royalty vest or whatever.
Doesn't it look like he's on vacation? With a scarf, though. I mean, look at that. That's a scarf? I thought it was like double-breasted jacket, Hawaiian shirt. It looks like a scarf.
You know what? I'm keeping that. Ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest VI. For the first time ever, as you have already noticed, I have guest commentators. We have Mindsplinter. Say hello. They can't see you. Say hello.
Oh my gosh, they can't see me?
No, they're not going to see you.
I thought it was in my contracts.
We also have...
In there.
We have Blyndsyde.
I'm Asian. Really?
And TheGuy. Unless he declares that we're not going to call him TheGuy, but I think that's applicable, as it always has been.
Oh, that name's never going away. Also, are you sure you're not going to regret this later?
No! That's the whole point! Alright.
If he doesn't regret it now, we're going to make him.
I warned you, so...
This is the ultimate time for guest commentators to join me in this LP, because we have one of the most drawn-out and really unexciting scenes in the entire game to deal with at this point.
Did your guy gain weight? I could have sworn that when in one of the earlier videos, he was a lot thinner than this on that beach. It's all those clothes.
You know, I think he is fatter right there.
Sideways and put on 30 pounds.
He's got this...
see it all the way from here.
All the way back in Massachusetts, we find out that Prince Alexander has gained weight. The fatty.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
But yeah, so this is optimal for the situation where we're gonna have to, you know, sort of sit through a cutscene, but now we don't just have to sit through it, because
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I guess this is more of a let's mock everything about King's Quest. I don't know.
Dude, did he just open a map and jump into through a portal in the air?
Black hole. He spaghettified himself over to here.
Druids?
From the northeast
yes,
come the sounds of mysterious
Druid
drums
monks?
and chanting.
Great
Oh no, they're
God.
cultists
Did
on
you
the
see
eye.
that? The man just appeared from
Why
nowhere.
is it always cultists? Everywhere
Perhaps he was
I
sent by the
go, it's
spirits.
cultists.
I see no
Now,
boat.
even in retro games like
He is
this,
an intruder,
I run into
no
cultists.
matter how
It
he
just
got
doesn't
here.
end.
Well, hey,
Grab
look on the bright side. At least they're not zombie clowns.
Yeah, I think this game was like 93 or 94, whatever,
Not
like early
again.
90s.
Look,
and yes,
I'll
they have,
leave. It's no problem.
they have psycho cultists. Who want to
Dude,
kill
I
us.
think that's Proto Man's
Let's
scarf,
go.
actually. I told you, it's a scarf.
Alright, no, now you have to do the Proto Man whistle if you're going to talk about it.
I can't whistle like that.
Oh, man.
Alexander is
See,
frozen at
fire
the spectacle
cage,
before
he's been
him.
kidnapped by
Robed
cultists.
figures are gathered around a
Animal
bonfire.
cultists? Are they
Some
gonna have
mystical
them?
ceremony is taking
The
place.
one on the
But as
left,
to its
so,
purpose,
like
Alexander
second to
has
left,
no
is
clue.
wearing an animal head thing.
We found a
believe you
trespasser
see
on
it.
the beach, Archdruid.
Oh, I'm in.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, gotcha.
Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
Ow!
He's apparently
That
wandered
must
into a
be the
Muppet
foreigner
situation.
we were
There he is.
warned about.
Nom, nom,
How
nom.
appropriate
Okay,
that he should
he
come
has,
during
he
our
has a
reign
baby
next
tiger.
door.
He has a baby
Place
tiger
him
on
in the
his head.
sacrificial
Yeah.
cage.
Or leopard. No,
Wait!
Well, it's more
I
like a
must
leopard.
rescue the princess!
Eat me, good sir.
There's an
Oh,
ancient
and
druid
really
saying,
cheesy lines, too.
a man who would save others must first save
Let me
himself.
have you with ketchup.
Ooh, I think that's in Proverbs.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker
Oh,
cage.
and one of the most awkward moments, or not really awkward, but one of the most unbelievable. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were keeping up with my LPs, like, or anything, but we got this magic. We got a hunter's lamp,
And the cage is
ingredients
swung
in it,
out over the
and cast a magic
bonfire.
spell over it, and then the water in the pot needs to
Alexander
boil.
starts to feel a little warm.
Alexander starts to feel a little warm. Is that why his skin is turning like pink?
The bottom of the
That's
cage is
hideous.
getting uncomfortably hot.
Oh, really?
This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage.
I'm sorry, were you waiting for a line there?
No, there's nothing really to wait for.
Alexander pulls out
Just
Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. As he does so, a strand of Beauty's hair that had been caught in the mantle comes free of the clothes. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long.
To put out the fire. And
wait, why does
the heat and movement must have jarred something.
Okay, so we're in this cage over a burning
something
fire.
that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around.
Water in a teapot thing, or like a hunter's kettle, that was in our pocket.
Egad,
the water
something's
is
really percolating.
Before we've died. Explain that. Water that you're holding over fire
the
is
water
boiling.
in Alexander's lamp is
and you're
hot.
alive.
It's just about boiling.
Plot armor?
Plot armor, yeah,
Oh,
serious.
dude, he's doing the dice and now he's gonna smoke his last bowl.
That is some pretty thick
Alexander
smoke.
feels a
It
drop.
should be steam.
It starts to rain.
That should be steam, and yet it's like... You wouldn't even get that out of a hookah.
Okay, so now he's passed out some drugs, and then they
That
eat him?
man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
And he's apparently been smoking a lot. And I love how they didn't really have enough good effects back in the day, I guess, to show rain and lightning, so this is like later.
Welcoming committee. We've been
So we're
feeling
supposed to
inhospitable
assume now
ever
that the
since the
Bleak and
winged
Furious
ones
Thunderstorms put out the
stole
fire,
our
and now they can no
sacred
longer...
miniature oak tree.
Assume is the right word, yes.
Besides, Wizir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for
You know,
a
if you sort
highly
of take into
dangerous
perspective the two
foreigner
golden things on the
sin.
side of the character portrait, you could think he's wearing
You
gloves
are
and
the
it's
one
kind of like
he
he's trying to
meant.
pull himself out of the portrait.
I'm sure I'm precisely
audience
who he meant.
He's
You know, if you look at it with blurry
I mean
eyes,
to
you could
harm
almost
no
swear
one,
the guy has blonde
unless
80s
that person
rock star
threatens the princess.
hair. Serious, try it.
I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
he's like the other guy from Journey
That
we
you
didn't know.
seek.
I'm really just waiting for him to start
The
bobbing his head
Oracle
up and
on the
down.
Isle of the Sacred
strumming up
Mountain
guitar.
told me I
I
should
don't
speak
think
to
they
you
have the
about the
graphical
realm of the dead.
capabilities in this game to head
She told me
back.
of two souls
Yeah,
and
sadly
unrest
the only
that
real
I might be
graphics we
able
get
to
are
free.
an almost blink and a bobbing jaw.
Souls in the
Besides,
realm
they
of
didn't
the
have hair
dead.
positions for like 5 years
You're
ago.
mad.
Fair enough.
Well, hey, dude,
Souls might
it's
be able
actually
to
it's
help you on
better
my
than the
mission to
NES
save the
version of
princess.
Super Mario
It's
3, in which one of
imperative
those
that I do
kings, when he
everything I
talked,
can.
only one pixel of his mouth
Risks
moved
are
down.
not important.
Like one pixel moved, and it's like, wow, he's speaking. No, he's not.
Getting
It's
yourself
quiet.
killed will hardly help the princess.
Now, I find it kind of interesting
But I
that,
will tell you.
notice that this guy is not looking directly at the
Legend
person
has
he's
it
talking to. His eyes
That
are
it is the
definitely pointing
right
out.
of any human
He's
to
got like the
challenge
tarred
the
Luigi
Lord of
eyes
the
stuck over in the
in order to
sides.
save his own
That's kind of like
or
the opposite of
life
lazy
another
eyes. Your
already
eyes like
past.
roll up instead of
But the
down.
knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries
You know, it occurs to me that
ago.
this would probably be even funnier.
I
if
have
we could
only
actually
heard
hear
of
it.
one who tried it. A young
Uh,
knight who came to the
well,
land of the green
it doesn't really matter what's
from
being
a
said.
distant land long
It's that boring of a
ago.
cutscene.
According
This
to the
is-
story, he was
This is
determined
really like
to
just
challenge
inevitably
the Lord of the
stupid
dead
plot that we
for
end
the
up
soul
just
of his
bumping
dead
into
lover.
soon anyway. There's
Can
one
you
part
sum
that
it up
matters.
for us in like a few quick sentences so we have some context?
Yeah, once this is over and we actually get to like stop enduring their blather, yeah, I'll explain exactly what's going on.
Nightmare.
So we have to wait until
sometimes
after
flies to
everything's
the
already
human
happened for you to
world to
explain to us.
feed on
Thanks.
certain noxious plants.
But how will your viewers
Those
feel about this?
unfortunate enough to see her
Because you-
are
you know,
glad
it's-
to escape.
It's like
with
these
their
old
very
games,
souls
they had these... Well, this one's also... I could have turned on the text, in which case like we could have read this stuff, but I've been running it with the voice acting the whole time, so now we pretty much just get free reign over yapping over their nonsense. I mean, if we wanted to get back into reading lines, we actually could. I could adjust it so after this, we'll just switch back to text
I
and
see.
then read it like morons.
Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
Then we don't get to talk about
As
what we feel like
opposed to
talking about.
ad-lib like morons?
That is a
Well-
blacker matter still.
You know, it.
To the druids,
Yes.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
something. Lord
There's never anything to add to anything. I mean, the guy ever says, pardon me.
but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld.
He tells you,
Immortal he is,
and you
and
just yeah.
Robbed of sleep,
it's always been like
robbed
that.
of movement, robbed of
Now, see, if you switch to text, then what's going to happen is the Asian guy here is going to want
that he
to
hates all
recite every line
mortals
verbatim
even more
in
for the
his
mortality
voice.
that he lost.
Oh, in the little
That
Asian
might
girl
be
voice,
all I
in the kawaii voice.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Geez,
Blindside.
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 I'm looking at you, and so it makes it harder. Everything's in memory. If it were like, if I was,
really seemed to be very fitting for the kawaii girl voice, so I'm not sure what I'd necessarily use. I mean, this guy with the animal headdress, part of me wants to think like do like kind of like faux African tribesmen, but that might be like too racist.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
What sort of voice do you think we should give to Alex?
They actually give him a pretty decent voice in this version. I mean, I can't truly complain. The narrator, Prince Alex, and most of the even the bad guy, the Vizier, Abdul Hazred, not the H.P. Lovecraft one.
Arabic name.
He's even got a pretty good voice actor, so I can't truly complain about the voice actors in this, but you know, just generally, they're up to snuff. Okay, so basically,
it's over.
Yeah.
Explain the plot to us now.
Okay, the whole rundown is I'm complaining to these druids that, hey, I need to save my lady who's trapped in the tower of stuff. And they're like, oh, cool, I guess. And, well, you have to save the princess's dead parents. And so they basically tell you that you need to go to the Isle of the Dead to bring back Princess Casima's dead parents. And so what we're gonna need to do is we can find this black flying horse named Nightmare and ride him to the Isle of the Dead, and then challenge the King of the Dead to give back her parents. That's literally all you need to know.
If you take your dead parents off of the Isle of the Dead, won't Davy Jones get pissed and send the Kraken after you?
Wrong island. This is the cheesy 90s island.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
See. Also, you might be yet to explain why they strung you over a fire and tried to cook you.
Well, you know, we don't ever get like any sort of closure on that. It's just sort of accepted.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
They threw in there, like, here, survive this test.
Yeah, it's pretty much a death trap. I mean, you can visit this island once beforehand, but then after that,
Alexander feels a strange
pulling
sensation.
They go and grab you, and if you're not ready for that part of the game, they kill you, and you die, and you have to load your game. And usually that happens after you haven't saved for at least 5 hours. Yeah.
Not speaking from experience there, right?
No, I don't make mistakes. No, I don't.
Oh, the clam beds.
Yep. We dealt with them earlier, so they're just background noise now. But so, oh yeah, and what I did earlier, you take the skull. Oh, I hate that noise. It's the most awful noise. It's supposed to be like not cockroaches, crickets. Cockroaches. But it's so loud, at least in this version. So I took the skull and I got some hot embers from the fiery pit, because that's part of one of the spells we got to deal with, which I'm going to continue right here now with these stupid...
Oh no, chest motifs! A quick question, Fu.
Yes.
That skull you had, tell me that was not the remains of the woman's dead parents that you just happened to be carrying around.
Oh jeez, no. No, it was just some random dude in the catacombs whose part of his body I stole because I was feeling like it.
Your Highness may as well spend your royal time contemplating something else.
Yeah,
the lump
it's
of
kind of a
coal
King's
shall be
Quest
sent to
tradition
the
in a
Castle
way.
of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
Okay, so we got the knights, we got the... Are those
yes, it shall.
I can't tell what piece.
No, they're queens. They look kind of funky, but they're supposed to be queens. And they're fighting with each other about who gives the royal wedding, which we're trying to stop. Who gives the better present? They both have different items. One of them has a piece of coal, and one of them has a rotten egg.
Oh, wouldn't I?
I want the rotten egg. Why? Well, it's King's Quest. That's why.
Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Or queens in the sense of flamboyant man?
You know, I wish I could answer that.
After more than half a second is disturbing.
I wish I could answer these questions, but this is King's Quest.
Already has a lot of
whoops,
coal.
wrong one. She's got the coal. This one has a rotten egg, so I'm gonna trade for the rotten egg, which is important to our spell.
I found the two of you
and then after we're done with that, we're gonna call this an episode
because
there's been too much yapping and not enough anything else with these crazy people. And maybe we'll do another episode where we can actually read lines, because that might be really fun.
Marvelous.
Yeah. And maybe we'll hear a little bit more from you guys instead of all this yammering from me about plot stuff that we're not paying any attention to.
They're not going to start talking about
Quite
chopping
right.
up heads, are they?
That settles everything.
What?
Okay, sorry.
As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent,
You're not talking about that
truly
twisted
incredible
version of Alice in
spoiled
Wonderland,
egg.
are you?
Why would you think that?
Oh wait, you mean the Madness Returns?
Giant,
Bloody awesome.
I hear it's a very fun game.
I actually want to get a copy of that eventually, because the original was interesting, but it's, at this point, like, when you go back to it, it didn't age well. It did not age very well at all.
It is a beauty, isn't
That's what I hear.
Yeah, but the new one, I've seen Let's Plays of it too, and it is gorgeous and brilliant. I mean, both together.
Over
So,
my dead body,
there
Your
you go.
Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is
Wait a minute,
indeed
shut up.
larger
Actually, you know
and
what?
much. I demand.
There.
Shut up! Will you just shut up?
I made them shut up. Okay, so actually, you know, we're gonna call this an episode right here, because that was a lot of yammering, and the recording's getting long enough, so we'll call it good enough for now. Yep. And we'll get back to
Remember
this
that warning
in
about
just
10 minutes ago? Yeah.
comes to pass yet again. But yeah, we'll get back into this in just a little bit, or until next time you see an upload from me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So till next time, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, take it easy.